How we doing, everyone? Walking to breakfast here in Phuket. Getting heavier by the day, not gonna lie, the food's very good here. Anyway, a story was, or a post was put on Twitter the other day about some notorious serial killer in the north of England between the 1990s and the 2000s, who apparently is now locked up for life in prison for rape and murder. And he has been telling stories about the time he came to my house in the 1990s and tried to kill me.
What?
Now, the thing is, in the 1990s, around 1997, something like that, I lived in this little flat above a greengrocer's, and someone did knock on the door, spray me in the face with CS gas. They had a canister of petrol or gasoline, and he was trying to burn the place down. Then he pulled out a lump hammer, and I kind of fought him off, chased him out of the house, and that was that. And we found out later by the police, when they investigated, forensics came round. He'd climbed in through the window.
He's climbing in your windows, he's snatching your people up, trying to rape them, so y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband, because they raping everybody out here.
Earlier that day, and disconnected my phone line, because the whole story, which I'll go into a video on my YouTube channel, I was trying to call the police, and he was just kind of watching me, laughing. And then when he was kind of convinced that I was actually talking to someone, he dropped the petrol or the gasoline and pulled out a lump hammer and then came over towards me.
What is that?
Yeah, what do you think, Puff? It's a fucking tool.
Now, I didn't know who it was. The police never caught him. I had my theories at the time because, you know, I'd had a few little skirmishes with a few people here and there. So I had my theories, but no solid evidence. And then now, almost 20 years later, some serial killer is in prison, apparently saying it was him. Apparently it's a YouTube channel on true crime called That Story, something like that. What's that? Oh, That Chapter, my wife just reminded me. That Chapter. So if you know anything about this, anyone that knows it, That Chapter, or knows about this story about some bloody serial killer, let me know, because as I'm sure you'll understand, I'm dying to know more. But I'm going to do a YouTube video breaking it all down, going through the story in detail, what happened, and any updates we can find. Anyway, it's a tough life. I'm glad that he wasn't successful trying to murder me, because so are these, because we're having a good time right here in Thailand. I want to say a big shout out to the Bang Tao Muay Thai gym. They're the guys that flew me out here. I'll be teaching a seminar tomorrow at the Bang Tao gym, doing a meet and greet and a Q&A. I think on the Sunday going through a seminar, going through some of the old tricks of the trade, if you will. But anyway, a bit of a crazy story, a bit of a crazy development with this guy that apparently is a notorious serial killer, the Hammer Killer from the northwest of England. So yeah, a bit of a mad one. Anyway, we're just going to walk to breakfast here. I'll give you a quick look at the buffet, because here at the pavilion in Phuket, I'm telling you, the breakfast is to die for, as is the whole resort. The whole place is just phenomenal. As you can see, there's the pool. We've got a beautiful villa. Morning. They do bottomless mimosas. Well, everything's free anyway. Morning, how you doing? You've got, the croissants here.
Inside or out?
Inside. The croissants are homemade, and they're the best chocolate croissants you've ever had in your goddamn life. But they've got everything here. Literally everything. But hold on, let's have a look at the croissants. You've got to see these bad boys. They're not flaky. They're kind of moist. They don't fall apart and go all crispy. You've got literally... there's your baked beans if you're English.
Where's the lamb sauce?
Bacon, sausage.
Hey, this is not halal.
We've got all the Asian stuff, you know, curries if you want curry for breakfast.
No.
You got all your fruits, you got all that stuff. You can order eggs. It's a bloody buffet, you know the score. All homemade deliciousness there. Anyway, I'm about to get stuck into all of that. But let me know, because if this Hammer Killer was successful, maybe I wouldn't be enjoying this. But where's my bloody family gone? Where have they gone? I've lost them. Rebecca! Where are we sitting? Oh, we're over there. All right, you guys have a good one. Let me know what you know about that chapter and this guy that tried to kill me. Because if you know who he is, I'm going to bloody kill him. Anyway, see you in a bit.
Get that motherfucker.